together, we will make America great again. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Por favor, alguien que venga a buscar.
Trump just ordered the deportation of 500,000 Cuban, Venezuelan, and Haitian immigrants that came here the right way. And my question for my fellow Cubans is, are y'all still feeling special?
Well, this message is for the Latinos who voted for Trump, more specifically the Cubanos. See, I told you. Now your asses are going to be sent back to your fucking country. You're going to lose all your businesses, livelihoods, all your friends. All because you thought you were fucking light-skinned enough to go ahead and get a free fucking pass. How does it feel now, huh?
So this is what I'm trying to understand here. What did Cubans who voted for Trump think? Did they think they were special?
Trump just ordered the deportation of 500,000 Cuban, Venezuelan, and Haitian immigrants that came here the right way. And my question for my fellow Cubans is, are y'all still feeling special? My entire childhood was spent being fed the narrative that our family came here the right way and that everybody else...
Hello fam, hello my black people, my black sisters and black brothers. Hello, what's up? It's a wonderful morning here. I hope you're doing okay. And I'm called Rinso Eater. Thank you for clicking. If you haven't clicked, click and subscribe. Make sure you put on the notification so that you get notified. Yeah, guys, from the start of the video, you've been hearing me singing. We're gonna vote for Trump. That's on a repetition, guys. And this the Cuban, they were so excited and they put it public. They let everyone know that they were gonna be voting for Trump. Why? Because these people, Cuban Latinos, felt like they were that special Latino type of Latinos because they're whiter, yeah, than the other Latinos from Mexico, probably. But alas, it has hit them. 530,000 Cubans, Haitians, Venezuelans were revoked. Their legal status were revoked by Trump government. Trump did not come to play. That Trump did not come to mess around. He came to work, and he's working. So if you ever thought that you're gonna feel that special, or you're gonna be treated that special, alas, you got it. It's getting back to you. It's hitting you back, because these white Latinos, the Cubans, thought that they were that a special group of Latinos, and they went out there thinking that they were gonna be, because they're special, and they got relatives who went to America legally, and they were always being invited to America, and they will go back home. So that has been making them feel that they're so special, looking down on Latinos from Mexico, Venezuela, Haitians, you know. When others are tamarking, looking for ways to get to United States legally, Cubans, most Latinos from Cubans were literally be invited by relatives, because they got rich relatives who will sponsor them. They're coming to America, you know, and most of them will go to America and seek political asylum. You understand? Political asylum is when you're running away from your country, you're going to another country to host you, to give you that entry to that country, to allow you to be a citizen of that country, and in a promise that you won't go back to your country. But alas, these people have been going to America. They are seeking for asylum because of the dangers they're facing in their country, but later on they will go back to their country, visiting their relatives. You understand? That's not what is stipulated when you are looking or requesting for asylum. That's not how it's supposed to be. You cannot be portraying your country as a bad way, because there are so many things that one has to undergo before being given that asylum. You understand? You portray your country as a bad one, and the country is not treating you well, you know, the environment is not good, everything is not good for you, it's not conducive for you, but wahalas, you go always there. You decided to go back to your country, visiting your families. That is being, you are being a liar. You are being a liar, and this is in the system. They've been watching you, and now you have to rape what you saw. You understand? You have to rape. You're dancing there, singing for Trump. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't care. It's time. It's time you're going back to Cuba. So you're gonna cry crocodile tears. We're gonna be here watching you. Allah, we don't care. So guys, let us watch this video and come here with more commentary. You know what we do? Let's do it.
And together we will make America great again. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump.
Ay, por favor, alguien que me venga a buscar.
Trump just ordered the deportation of 500,000 Cuban, Venezuelan, and Haitian immigrants that came here the right way. And my question for my fellow Cubans is, are y'all still feeling special?
Well, this message is for the Latinos who voted for Trump, more specifically the Cubanos. See, I told you. Now your asses are going to be sent back to your fucking country. You're going to lose all your businesses, livelihoods, all your friends. All because you thought you were fucking light-skinned enough to go ahead and get a free fucking pass. How does it feel now, huh?
So this is what I'm trying to understand here. What did Cubans who voted for Trump think? Did they think they were special?
Trump just ordered the deportation of 500,000 Cuban, Venezuelan, and Haitian immigrants that came here the right way. And my question for my fellow Cubans is, are y'all still feeling special? My entire childhood was spent being fed the narrative that our family came here the right way, and that everybody else that's complaining about being deported, well, they just need to go back to where they came from, start the process over legally. I don't want to ever hear another Cuban American say some shit like that ever again. I'm gonna laugh in your face. Maybe you all will finally realize that no matter how much you try to blend into white Western European culture, no matter how much you try to pretend that you don't eat ham croquettes for breakfast and that you've never had ajiaco for dinner in your entire life, the problem is that Donald Trump is never going to see you as human. It's always been about racism. Here's the part that we like to talk about in our homes when no one else is listening, but I'm gonna go ahead and say the quiet part out loud. You all think that you are better than every other type of Latino American. Conservative Cuban Americans, MAGA Cuban Americans, think that you are better than every other flavor of Latino American. And now we have proof. You are no different. We are no better than anybody else. No matter how many times you place your vote for Donald Trump and the Republican Party, they are still going to see you as subhuman. And even if you hang your hat on the fact that you came here the right way, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter to him, because if he wants you gone, he's going to find a way to disappear you.
I have always said that stupid people are the most dangerous people on this entire planet. I don't trust dumb people. Stupid people walk around through life oblivious to the damage they cause. They're the ones who vote against their own interests. They think they're always right, and that's the problem. That right there is the real poison. Because when you're stupid and you do things like vote against your own self-interests, you become the puppet, pulled by fear, pulled by propaganda, by whatever authority pats you on the head and says, "You're doing a great job. Vote for me." I would sooner sit next to a hateful, racist person than a stupid person. At least the racists know who they are. They're gonna spew venom for sure, but there's a twisted kind of honesty to them. You know where you stand with them. You know exactly where the landmines are. With stupid people who vote against their own interests, you never know. They'll smile at you, they'll call you their friend, and they'll gladly set the room on fire with you in it, thinking they're helping. Stupid people are chaos wrapped in flesh. They will never truly know the harm they cause until it's too late. And that right there is the real problem.
Well, this message is for the Latinos who voted for Trump, more specifically the Cubanos. See, I told you. Now your asses are going to be sent back to your fucking country. You're going to lose all your businesses, livelihoods, all your friends. All because you thought you were fucking light-skinned enough to go ahead and get a free fucking pass. How does it feel now, huh? To have somebody tell you that you don't fucking belong here. For someone to tell you that even though you got signed work to be here, that they're going to go ahead and revoke it. Crazy, right? And now this is the consequences of your fucking actions because you wanted to be a fucking pick-me. And when you're back in Cuba and you're sitting there wondering what the fuck happened or how things went wrong, remember, you did this. This is your fault. This is your problem that you need to deal with now.
So this is what I'm trying to understand here. What did Cubans who voted for Trump think? Did they think they were special? Did they think that Trump, who had been saying for months, even years, that TPS was not a legal way to come into the country, who thought that everybody from Latin America was munching of the government, who talked about the largest deportation in history, was going to just look the other way when it came to Cubans? Because what? Because they're special? These are the same Cubans that for a while kept talking about Mexicans and Central Americans and South Americans and saying that we were munching of the government for some weird reason, when most immigrants don't munch of the government because they don't even have a social security number. But well, I digress. The point is this. The guy told you straight up what he was going to do. And you thought you were exempt of whatever measure he wanted to take. And you didn't care about the rest of the people that were going to get hurt. And you still don't. And now you're crying on social media saying that they're illegally taking the people that he promised to pardon you if you had, like, some guys or say, like, if you had a college degree then, or you were going to school. What do they think? That the rest of us don't have education, or that the rest of us don't speak multiple languages? We do. And most of us work hard and have an organized life. It's not like Cubans are the exception to everybody else. That's what happens. When you feel you're special like this, for no valid reason whatsoever, then when reality sets in, it feels like a brick right across your face. So you're in the find out phase. Because you guys voted for this, and you guys supported this. You guys supported a guy who put the embargo back on your island. And now the people that you have down there are suffering. Now you can't go visit him anymore. And on top of that, you're getting deported over there. So you voted for the guy who set up the embargo to send you back again to that embargo that you escaped from. So don't come crying. I'm Alex. This is my rant, and I'm out.
530,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela can thank themselves. They were all given asylum, given green cards, and the first thing they did was go back to the scary country that they came from to visit mom, tia, and tío. Just now, the revocation terminates the 2-year parole granted under the CHNV program, which allowed migrants from these countries to enter the U.S. legally with financial sponsorships. So they had somebody here, somebody sponsored them, brought them in, they got green cards. Effective date, the policy change is set to take effect April 24th, 2025. Implications for migrants: those affected will lose their legal status. So they're losing their green card and become subject to expedited removal if they do not secure an alternative legal protection. The administration argues that the previous use of parole programs overstep legal boundaries and seeks to enhance immigration enforcement. Again, they all said they were scared to be in their country, came here, and then when they got their green card, they all went back on vacation. Messed it up for everybody else in the future. Messed it up for those who didn't do that. The ones that came and never went back to visit because they were really scared, their shit's getting revoked too. Advocacy groups are preparing to challenge these decisions in federal courts, questioning the administration's authority to terminate these productions. We'll see how far they get with that. There's another 240,000 Ukrainians who this might be expanded to. More to come on that left Ukraine because of the Russia-Ukraine war. They might get revoked too. That's still on the table.
So why is no one talking about the Trump administration about to take away the citizenship of 500,000 people that are already here legally? Not only that, but there is a travel advisory in effect for the United States because so many people are leaving and coming back and they don't have citizenship and they are being detained and literally put in fucking shackles. 530,000 people that are about to lose citizenship are not criminals. They have not committed crimes. They simply just want to deport them at this point. Multiple articles are stating that Trump is revoking the legal citizenship of Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans. And the Trump administration themselves said that they will revoke the temporary legal status of more than 500,000 migrants from those 4 places. Migrants without a legal basis to remain have been warned to leave the country before their work permits and deportation shields are canceled on the 24th of April. These are people who were bought under different sponsorship processes known as CHNV that were designed to open legal migration pathways to everyone. Trump has suspended the program and now they are saying you have until April 24th to leave. This includes people who have obtained legal citizenship status in the United States. If you came over through any of those programs, whether you have a visa or you don't, they are saying you gotta go. You combine that with how Britain is beefing up their travel warnings over U.S. border enforcement, stating that they have had several citizens detained and unlawfully treated and that are still in custody. And I don't know where the U.S. is headed, but it's not good. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen April 30th when some of these people are still here. Are they going to round them up? Are they going to send the police to go get them? Like, what the fuck is the plan? And it's not going to be a good one in any means, and I think people might actually get hurt.
Massive news as Donald Trump has now revoked legal status for 530,000 immigrants here in the United States. That's right. People who have came to this country legally are now being told they have to leave in 30 days. This announcement is actually coming from the Federal Register notice. Yes, you may not have heard it because, well, this is something they're trying to keep secret. And once you understand this program, you start to realize this makes absolutely no sense because in order for these people to come here to the United States under things like TPS, they need to have a U.S. sponsor, meaning someone like me or you has to sponsor these folks, show money, show you could take care of them, which means there's no money coming from U.S. citizens to bring these people and house these people inside our country. And yet, they're being kicked out. This program now will affect people like Cubans, Haitians, Venezuelans, who had came here once again legally to this country. This will be published in the Federal Register on Monday, and it says that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security said revoking the parole status would make it easier to place these immigrants in a fast-track deportation process known as expedited removal. Now, these immigrants have been here, paying taxes, paying rent to Americans. It's not costing us anything for them to be here, but the removal is going to cost us a lot. Because now imagine that's rent money to landlords that won't get that. These are a lot of businesses in which now will be shut down and shattered, which will hurt our economy. But the one thing that people aren't realizing is these are families. Imagine being in this country legally for the past few years, either having kids going to school, being involved in activities. Now you're ripping away that mom and dad and their kids from their homes, from their schools and businesses, and sending them back to the place they were trying to get away from. That is like the most un-American thing I can imagine. Because remember, America started because we wanted a fresh start from other countries. People come to this country for a fresh start. They do it legally. These are not people who came here illegally. They came here legally to start a new life for themselves. And now they're being told, bye, you need to go home. And so I need your help in sharing this video so that people understand that at this very moment, Trump is attacking legal status. Not people who came here illegally, but people who legally came here and is sponsored by Americans, and it's costing us nothing, and yet they're helping our economy. But we're telling them and those families and those kids, goodbye. I know, it doesn't make much sense. That's why I need you to share it. Please follow me for updates. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this. But it looks like the deportations will start on April 24th.
If you Americans really want to know how fucked up our country is, I need you to go and read the Cuban Adjustment Act of 1966 that was signed into law by Lyndon Baines Johnson, a Democratic president. In that act, the Cubans are given more services than an American citizen. They got education, they got health care, they even get Social Security for those of them who have never worked in the United States of America. They get money for college, they get all kinds of stuff, housing, refugee stuff, everything. This Cuban Adjustment Act from 1966 has cost the American taxpayers billions and billions of dollars. You don't hear any of the Congress people, you don't hear any of the senators talking about revoking the Cuban Adjustment Act that cost America billions of dollars. Just like they like to say you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, I think that should apply. But the Cubans in Miami, they all vote Republican, and everything that they have gotten have been from Democratic presidents. Now Trump is going to deport the Cubans, the Haitians, the Nicaraguans, and the Venezuelans. Because down there in Miami, and I'm a Floridian, unless you habla, you're in trouble. There are places down there in Miami where everything is in Spanish. So now that Trump says the official language of the United States is English, I wonder what Miami-Dade County is going to do. I am just wondering. But read the Cuban Adjustment Act. Read all the things that they get. They're ahead of every single nation in the world. And when they come here, within 1 year, they can get a green card. They go to the head of the line. Now, I am sorry. I think that this whole thing, because Cuba is a communist nation, that they should go to the top of the line is not fair. I'm sorry. They should not be getting special treatment because China is also a communist country. There's no special treatment for China. There are other countries that are dictatorships that there's no special treatment. So yeah, read the Cuban Adjustment Act. Billions of taxpayer money being spent on them.
So guys, welcome back. As I said earlier, I'm called Erin Soita, and I hope you have made sure to hit the subscription button and you have put on the notification button so that you get notified wherever I post a video. Guys, let us be serious for once. Like when you are chanting and dancing in cars, cruising in United States, you thought that was your home. No, it was never your home, and you crossed a wrong, or you pressed on the wrong button. This Cuban, they are learning the hardest way. They can't imagine that Trump has betrayed them. Oh my God! And you will see them crying. Ooh, ooh. You went there voting. You knew what he was up to. When he said there was gonna be the largest deportation ever, deportation that has never happened in America ever since. He was gonna deport all the illegal immigrants. You thought he was talking about black Americans, Latinos from Mexico or Venezuela? No, he meant every word he meant. He was not gonna mince no word. So you better get yourself ready. You better get yourself prepared. You better stop crying and start packing, because it's time. It's hitting you. You think you're so special than Mexican Latinos from Mexico. No, nobody is that special. Everyone is going to receive the special everyone is gonna be treated same, because it's not about bias, and it's all about Trump making America great again without you, because you're not white, you are not born in America. You go to America seeking for Islam, but again you're betraying the same Trump. You are betraying him because you're always going back home to visit your families. You come there with lying stories, oh, that your country is messy, the country you're coming from, your birth country is very toxic, but you're going back to the same country, the country that you painted badly in America. But in the system, they're saying you going back to your country, the same country you talked ill about. And you want Trump to sit there and listen to you. You want Trump to sit there and wipe your ass. He's not going to do that. My dear brothers and sisters from Cuba, it's time for you to go home. So when everyone is being taken back to their country, you better prepare. You better prepare yourself also, because you're going back home. You understand? So this little thing that they were so special, but alas, it has come back to them, and it's hitting them so hard. It's hitting them where it pains so hard. It's really showing them that woo, it's not what we thought. Yeah, it's time for everyone to face the reality. So guys, when we're out there, let us show one another love. You know, I know now it has gotten out of hand, because everybody, when it came to during election and voting time, everybody was doing their trying to favor, like trying to be good to Trump or the Republican and Democrat. Everyone was just doing whatever they feel that they were doing to save their societies. But listen, when the Mexican Latinos were being deported, there was a lot of cries. I know, we understand, but it was just about you people to go to America legally. That's what. If you're there legally, it doesn't matter you are Latino from Mexico, you are Latino from Venezuela, you are Latino from Cuba. Nobody's gonna touch you so long as you're there legally. But if you're not there legally because you believe that you are the richest people in America, you got families or relatives who are rich in America, they drove big house, they have houses, they own this and that, so they're gonna save you. It's time for you to get ready and stop blaming games. There are no games. We are not playing games. Trump is not playing games. It's done. It's a wrap. So it's time. When he said that he was gonna deport people, they always thought that he was gonna deport black people. Yeah, it's always about black people, but this time it's about everyone. So you better get yourself. Yeah. So these Cubans thought that we were so special. They will go, you'll see them singing and thinking that they were that special. Very important people in America. They thought that they were very close to the white people in America, and being white or having their Cuban rich relatives in America would guarantee them green card, guarantee them that there were sponsorship in America. They will be guaranteed everything in America. They think like they always felt some kind of being the lightest people, like white people in America, and they regarded themselves so special, like serious. You know, it has not been that okay, it has not been that fine, because you see the other Latinos from Colombia, Mexico, the other people from Venezuela, the people who came from South America, they had to work extra hard to earn a dollar, to make their stay comfortable, to make themselves stay comfortable in America, to pay for taxes, mortgage, and everything. So when it comes that it hits them where it hurts most, you see them out here crying. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have loved my video. Keep on subscribing, put on the notification button, and so that you get notified wherever I post a video. Until I see you in the next video, bye bye. Watoto wanaweza kukimbiza field pako juu juu.
Na katolivyo kazuri. Kana wa contain.
Maliza mpira bwana. Piga nani pass. Hiyo sprinter pass mbele. Jaribu mfunge hata moja. Nyinyi mko na boot. Vitu kama hizo hapana kuwa soft kwa watu hii.
Hakuna mahali watae. Waita kwa majina mwalimu. Hiyo kweli hao tu.